So here we have a completed press release. I'm assuming that you've hired someone to do your press release that understands how to write a press release effectively and the components that are required to actually doing a press release properly so that it's acceptable by the media. So here's a copy of my press release, and I just want to show it to you here so you can see that I've got it in a text document, but I'm going to move it aside so that I can show you where we submit our press release. So prweb.com is a fantastic resource for submitting your press release on the internet and getting it out to all the major news sites and blogs and that type of thing. So here we are at I've basically chosen that I want to submit a press release. You have lots of options here in terms of how much money you want to spend, and I guess it really comes down to what your budget is. But in my case here, I'm looking at 4 options. Standard visibility. So again, you can read these over yourself. I don't have to actually read through them with you. But personally, I like to choose SEO visibility. I find the media visibility is a bit of an overkill. They say guaranteed distribution through the Associated Press and top U.S. newspapers. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to wind up in the newspapers. Add an embedded video to your press release. That's cool, but I don't know how necessary that is. I mean, it will help, but ultimately, I think it's more important to get well placed in news sites and getting good search engine link popularity through your press release. Advanced analytics and easy report creation tools. Again, you don't necessarily need a whole lot more than the statistics that the SEO visibility provides you. So I'm going to choose SEO visibility, and they give you a few different options here. They give you a hands-off approach where you can just upload the release yourself. I'll do all this myself because I'm a do-it-yourself kind of guy, and I want to show you how to do things. So okay, choose your distribution enhancements. Please select any distribution enhancements you would like for this press release. So they have some pretty good options here, and I've used some of these along the way, but as I've gotten good at making sure my press releases are properly written, I've eliminated the need for these services. But podcast, I've never really gotten any value out of the podcast option. The editorial services, this I actually have found to be it's a worthy service if you're new to this. So the revision is a really good one where a proper editor will have a look at it and fix it for spelling and grammar and give it a more refined professional tone. I've used this service several times, and I can say they're extremely good at what they do. These people are professionals. They call you on the phone. They discuss the release with you. I've even had them completely rewrite releases for me based on some back and forth discussion and advice, and the advice has always been very good. So I highly recommend any of these add-on services. If you're on the fence, just do it. They're definitely worth trying. Business Wire distribution. I've never done this before. Again, there's a lot of add-on services here. You can go out of control if you want to, but I'm not going to add any more services to this particular setup. Next page is payment. So I'm going to go through the payment procedure here. I'm going to put it on my credit card. This is where I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to pick it up when I'm done paying so that you guys don't get my American Express number. Okay, so we've paid here for the release. We're going to click on Upload Your Release. Okay. So we're going to pick a release date. It's important to know, if you've got something that you've already done, then you can have an immediate release date. In my situation here, this is a course that I'm literally still working on. I mean, I'm filming this video as we speak here, but I'm in the last I'm in the home stretch here, finishing this course. Of course, I'll always be updating it, but today is the 10th of February. My intention is to be finished by tomorrow. So if I choose Thursday the 12th as my release date, Will I be safe? I don't know. But I kind of like Friday the 13th, so I'm gonna go for Friday the 13th, just to give myself a little breathing room um, in case something comes up, an emergency comes up that I have to deal with, or something else, which wouldn't be entirely unusual. But anyway. So distribution time, standard midnight distribution. This I wouldn't really change. Um, I wouldn't change this at all, actually. So your headline. So we click on headline here. It says required. A maximum of 170 characters in title case will be accepted. Recommended up to 80 characters. HTML tags are not permitted. So here we're going to do. Now, looks like my release writer has done my title in uppercase when it's supposed to be in title case. So I'm just going to change that quickly. So and it's Internet Marketing course now available online. Okay. So I'm going to click on summary. So short 1 to 4 sentence summary of your news release. This helps your audience screen and review releases more efficiently. So usually this could be just the first portion of your release, which is what I'm going to use here. Cut this back actually one more sentence. Okay. Alright, so in here, this is where we actually put the body of the release. This is going to be basically the whole press release. So this includes the for immediate release, all of the date line and the header and all the other good stuff. So I'm actually going to change the date here to be February 13th because that's the date this is going to come out. And here's my press release. Now, it's important to understand that a big portion of writing a good press release is having a good anchor text marketing plan in place. So let's just have a quick look at their link writer here. So I'm just going to close this for a second. I've just noticed an error here. So this is something we have to look at. Your press release does not contain the right date line. So we need to put a date line in here at the top. Okay, so you can see that they've asked for some proper formatting here. It's very important to make sure, and they've got a good program in place to actually show you, if you've done something wrong. Which in this case, we made a couple mistakes, so it helped us to format things, which is nice. So here we get our link writer. So I'm going to take Internet Marketing course, which is the first thing that I want to link. I'm going to cut it out of here, and I'm going to click on link writer. And it's going to ask me for a title, and then it wants my URL. Okay, and I'm going to create the link. That immediately gets put into our body. And then the next one I have is make money online, which is right here. I'm going to cut that as well. I grab the period there, which I don't want to grab. Make money online. Cut link writer. That's my title. again. Create link. Okay. So down here we've got keywords. So work from home. What else can we put in here? That should work. So industry, we have to choose an industry here. Business, online marketing, SEO. The release is currently targeting. So we're going to stick with all regions international. I want this to be released more in the United States than anywhere else. Oh, sorry, we have to add the category, I forgot. I don't actually do this very often, so how many categories can we get away with here? Let's see. It's my assistant that normally submits these, but I wanted to do this myself for the video. So let's just see what else we've got here. Lots and lots of, let's go with technology, internet. Add. Okay, so that's a pretty good listing of categories. We could probably add more. Let's add more. Technology webmasters. How many is it going to give us, do you think? Before we run out, there's always a limit. Where's the limit? Let's see where the ceiling is. Business. Advertising, marketing. There we go. I'm going to stick with just these. No, let's go with that. Let's see where else we can go here. Computer instruction. That works for me too. Okay, so I'm going to limit it there. I don't know where the end is, but I'm sure we could figure that out. My website URL. Phone number. Would you like to provide secondary contact information? No. Let's go to advanced features. Now I think it's going to screen the release. It might find something wrong with it. It might not. Hopefully it doesn't, but let's see what we get here. Normally it goes through a process where it scans the release, and if you have too many links or not enough words or other things, it will alert you to those problems. It's coming in slowly, but it is loading. So what did we do here? Wants a valid zip or postal code for this press release. Obviously, I forgot to put that in somewhere. Alright, let's put myself in Canada. You just select my own country, not the release country. L9W 5B6 is our mailing address postal code. Let's try this again. Okay, so here's our advanced features. So we can add all kinds of cool different things to this. Let's go to Run SEO Wizard first. So what do we have here? Anchor title not utilized. Internet marketing course is duplicated. Please note your press release contains one or more redundant anchor links. In general, too much link clutter will negatively impact readability and attractiveness of your press release. Again, in this case, I've got 2 links. I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going to hit continue here and see what it says. So again, here it brings up all kinds of scoreability on your press release. This stuff is it's important to understand, but at the same time, you need to write your press release for the reader, not for the search engines. So, as long as you're not going overboard, which in some cases here it says, you've got maybe a little too much density in some cases, you may want to edit things. In this case, I'm not going to. So, continue. Oh, sorry, so it wants to analyze keywords. I'm not going to bother with this myself. I'm going to go back. And back to advanced features. So we could keep going through the SEO wizard. It's kind of a redundant activity in my opinion. It's going to do a lot of analyzing of your release, which you may want to do, but personally, I like to keep things kind of organic and natural. URL keywords. Let's have a look at this. Alright, so here we can change these two things to actually be keywords. So let's go with let's see what it says here. Please provide 1 or 2 single words, keywords that you would like displayed in your unique press release URL to increase the online visibility of your press release. The keywords may only contain alphanumerics, hyphens, and or underscores. No spaces are allowed, and each keyword, including hyphens and underscores, cannot be longer than 25 characters. So, let's try this. Internet marketing course and make money online. So, this is what we get. Internet marketing course / make money online / the number of my press release. Click enhance URL. So that's a good thing to do is change the URL keywords. Quotables. We want feature video. You'd have to upgrade for targeted media digests. Let's have a look and see what that is. Industry media digests. We could go with business. Let's go with business. I like the sound of that. Save that. Digest distribution point saved. Tweet it. So here it wants my my Twitter account information, which I could give it. If you have a Twitter account, it will automatically post your press release through your Twitter account. I'm not going to do that, but you could definitely do that if you had a good Twitter following. So there's other options here. Manage trackbacks. Let me approve all trackbacks prior. Email trackback notifications to my email account, so they're enabled. Trackbacks are it's part of the blogging community. Select a new RSS group. We want to be put into. Let's see what we have here. So here you would actually, if you have an RSS feed for your website already, you would feed that information into here. My website, moneyrake.com, is not currently running an RSS feed, so I'm not going to bother with this portion as well. So I'm just going to cancel. So it takes me back here, so we're going to go to the preview. Sometimes their website can be a little bit slow. They're they're a fairly large organization in terms of the number of releases that they handle on a daily basis. So okay, so here we go. This is a preview only. So this is what your press release is technically going to look like. It feeds in a frame of your website, which is always going to be live and up to date based on what your website is. Here's your Technorati phrases. So I've actually noticed something here that I need to fix. I've got a dot here instead of a comma, which has actually made this one large key phrase. So I'm going to need to go back and edit the release and fix where I've got these keywords. So there, see, I've got a dot instead of a comma. These little things you have to really keep an eye open for, because if a comma isn't used to separate your keywords, then things will get strung together and they won't work properly. So I'm glad we caught that. So I'm just going to hit submit now because I know everything else is fine. And release submission complete. There's your headline. There's your summary. Payment level, thank you for your submission. Your release has been saved and dispatched to our editorial department. After your press release has been reviewed by our editorial staff, you will receive an email notification to my Gmail account detailing the results of the review. And there it is. So I have a press release pending, and it's going to go live on Friday at midnight.